Hello, my dear students and my dear friends. Before myself, Tirunagaram Manohar, Department of Mathematics, University College of Science, Tumkur, Karnataka. Now, I want to came here to introduce Unit 4 Matrices, which is under BSc Tumkur University. So now we want to discuss about Matrices Complete Guide Course Part 1. Before going to that, my dear friends, if you not subscribe my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe my YouTube channel as Tirunagaram Manohar and like this video and share to your friends. Now comes to the syllabus for the matrices. So before first elementary row and column operations. Next to just a minute, I want to increase my pen options. Yes, elementary row and column operations. Next, equivalent matrices, invariance of rank under the elementary operations. Next, determination of rank of a matrix by reducing it to the echelon form. Next, homogeneous and non-homogeneous system of m linear equations and n unknowns, criterion for uniqueness of solutions. Next, and eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a square matrix. Next, standard properties and reduction of a matrix to a diagonal form. Next and last one, Cayley-Hamilton theorem with proof and its applications. This is our syllabus for the matrices, which is under BSc of Tumkur University. Now comes to the matrices. So, introduction. These matrices and determinants were first introduced to solve the system of equations of first degree. In 1750, the Swiss mathematician called G. Cramer gave the general formulae for expressing unknowns in terms of determinants. After that, about 100 years later, in 1860, a French mathematician called Sir Arthur Cayley discovered these matrices. This is about brief introduction of the matrices. Now comes to the syllabus. First, before that, definition of matrices. A system of mn elements arranged in a rectangular form along m vertical lines called m horizontal lines. These are called horizontal lines. Called rows and n vertical lines called columns and enclosed within a bracket or open bracket or square bracket, like this, open bracket or square bracket. Now comes to the types of matrices. First one, row matrix. A matrix having only one row of n elements, that means real numbers, is called a row matrix. A matrix having only one row of n elements is called a row matrix. Its order is 1 by n or 1 cross n. See here examples: 6, -2, 4, 3. Here, how many rows is there? Only one row. And how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why here columns are 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why its order is 1 by 4 of row matrix. Row matrix. Now comes to the column matrix. Column matrix. Excuse me. A matrix having only one column of n numbers or n elements is called column matrix, and its order is m cross n or m by 1. That means m rows like this. M rows, and there is only single column. There is only single column. See this example. See this example 1, 2, minus 3. That means this is one row, this is another row, this is another row. So 1, 2, 3. 3 rows are there, but only one column is there. So that's why this is column matrix. Now comes to the next type of the matrices, that is zero matrix or null matrix. Zero matrix or null matrix. Zero matrix or null matrix. A matrix having all the elements zeros. A matrix having all the elements zeros is called a zero matrix. Example, see here in this matrix all elements are 0 and its order is 2 by 4 or 2 cross 4. And next one is a very important and most important one, this one, square matrix. A matrix having number of rows is equals to the number of columns is called a square matrix. Here both m rows and n columns both are equal. So that's why this is called square matrix. Example, see here AHG, HBF, GFC. This is of order 3 cross 3 and 1, 1, 2, 2. This is of order 2 cross 2 or 2 by 2. This is most important. Next, further one, diagonal matrix. A square matrix, what I am mentioning, a square matrix in which all elements are zeros except on the principal diagonal elements is called a diagonal matrix. Except on the principal diagonal elements, remaining elements are 0. See here, in the principal diagonal elements, except these principal diagonal elements, remaining elements are 0. So that's why this is called diagonal matrix. This is called a diagonal matrix. See here, excuse me, here it is called 3 by 3 matrix. Next one, this is one also very important one, scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix in which all the leading diagonal elements are equal, called scalar matrix. See here, what I am mentioning here, leading a diagonal matrix in which all the leading diagonal elements are equal is called a scalar matrix. See here, in the leading diagonal elements, all elements are 0, 2, 2, 2. So that's why this is called a scalar matrix. A 0, 0, 0, A 0, 0, 0, A. This is also one more scalar matrix. Okay, see here, in the principal diagonal elements, all elements are equal. So that's why this is called scalar matrix. Next, come to the next one, next type, that is unit matrix. A unit matrix, a diagonal matrix of order n in which all its diagonal elements are equal to unity. All the diagonal elements are equal to unity. is called unit matrix of order n, and it is denoted by In. See here, In. I2 means this is a 2 by 2 unit matrix. I3 means this is a 3 by 3 unit matrix. 3 by 3 unit matrix. If it is clear, I will move on to the next one. Transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix. A matrix obtained from the given matrix A by interchanging its rows and columns is called transpose of a matrix A. Transpose of a matrix A, and it is denoted by A transpose. So that's why, example, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then its transpose is equal to 1, 4, 7. See here row, column is there. This column becomes a first row, 1, 4, 7, and the second column is becomes second row, 2, 5, 8. Third, 3, 6, 9 means third row. See, 3, 6, 9. See here, columns convert into rows. Columns change into the rows. So our rows change into the columns is called a transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix. Our next one is this one also very important. Symmetric matrix. A square matrix A is said to be symmetric if A is equal to A transpose. That is, Aij is equal to Aj. Here, see, observe carefully. I and J, ith row and jth column element. Here, I, J means jth row, ith column elements for all I and J. See here, example, symmetric matrix. If A is equal to AHG, HBF and G of E, AHG, HBF, G of E. It transpose is AHG and HBF becomes HBF. HBF. Next, G of C becomes G of C. So that's why, see here, A is equal to A transpose. See here, A is equal to A transpose. So that's why this is called what? Symmetric matrix. This A is called what? Symmetric matrix. Next, skew symmetric matrix. A square matrix is said to be skew symmetric matrix of A is equal to A transpose. That is, Aij is equal to minus Aj for all I and J. Example, see here, A is equal to 0h minus Z minus h0 f G minus f C. Then its transpose here. See here, A transpose 0 minus h minus Z h o f minus Z f 0. See here, for the elements of A have the opposite sign in A transpose. So that's why here A is equal to minus A transpose. So that's why this is a skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix. A is equal to minus A transpose. Then this is called skew symmetric matrix. Next, triangular matrices. A triangular matrix is of two types: upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix. Before that, upper triangular matrix. A square matrix of all square matrix, all of whose elements below the leading diagonals are 0. See here, below the leading diagonals are 0 is called upper triangular matrix. See here, below the leading diagonal elements are 0. So that's why this is upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix. Now coming to the second one, lower triangular matrix. Lower triangular matrix. A square matrix of all whose elements are above the leading diagonals are called, or zeros is called lower triangular matrix. See here example 100, 230, minus 154. Call it as 3 cross 3. And here by observing above the leading diagonal elements, all diagonal elements have 0. So that's why this is called a lower triangular matrix. Lower triangular matrix. Coming to the next type, singular matrix and non-singular matrix. If a square matrix A is said to be singular, if determinant A is equal to 0 and it is said to be non-singular matrix if determinant A is not equals to 0. If determinant A is equal to 0, then it is said to be singular. If determinant A is not equals to 0, then it is said to be non-singular. Now coming to the algebra of matrices. Algebra of matrices. First of all, equality of matrices. Matrices of the same type are said to be equal if the corresponding elements are equal. If the corresponding elements are equal, that is Aij is equal to Bij implies and implied by Aij is equal to Bij. See here, matrix Aij is equal to matrix Bij implies corresponding elements are equal. Corresponding elements are equal for all I and J. Excuse me. See here example. 5 here first matrix 5 3 2 4 which is equal to A B C D. When means here corresponding elements are equal. That means A is equal to 5, B is equal to 3. Next C is equal to 2 and D is equal to 4. See here. So that's why this is equality of matrices. Next, addition and subtraction of a matrices. If A and B be the two matrices of the same order, then their sum A plus B is defined as the matrix of each element of which is sum of the corresponding elements of A and B. Sum of the corresponding elements of A and B. Similarly, A minus B is defined as a matrix whose elements are obtained by subtracting the elements of B from the corresponding elements of A. Example C. A like this and B like this. Next, subtraction and addition, see here. A plus B, this one, and A minus B, this one. See here, observe carefully. Now coming to the properties of matrix addition. Properties of matrix addition. See here, first one, only matrices of the same order can be added or subtracted. Second one, addition of a matrices and is commutative. Addition of matrices is commutative. That is A plus B is equal to B plus C. Next, addition of matrices is associative. That is A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C, which is equal to B plus A plus C. Okay, if it is clear, I will move on to the next one. That is multiplication of matrices by a scalar. See here, the product of two matrices, the product of a matrices A by a scalar K is called a matrix whose each element is k times the corresponding elements of k. K times the corresponding elements of k. Thus, if A is equal to A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, then k is equal to KA1, KB1, KC1, KC2, KB2, KC2. See here. So that's why this is a distributive law. Distributive law satisfies our holes. So that's why that is k into a plus b is equal to ka plus kb. See here, this is a multiplication of matrices by a scalar. My dear students and my dear friends, if you like this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel as Tirunagara Manohar and like this video and share to your friends. Again, in the coming videos, how to convert echelon form or elementary operations. First, in the coming videos, we will discuss about elementary transformations. Until then, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all.